Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25, he's brought down at the 26. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Inside the 40. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown Tide! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Commodores' offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He finds his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pocket starts to collapse. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The give to the back. Running with power. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Back to the air one more time. Trying to get to it. That's caught. It's Armour. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Ingram. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rip.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the returner will be brought down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He looks that one in nicely. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Commodores want to move quickly. He's got it on the right. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the Commodores have enough for the 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field moving so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Now across the 50 at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. From the red zone, it's Ingram. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up run, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, going up top. They're trying to get to it. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments and find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to scramble. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A low-line drive and not his best work. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance.
And that pass is intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll go to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. After that disastrous first down, they're way back on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down. Third and goal from way back there. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking to the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Commodores will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. One final play before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Ingram. No, he just flat ran over it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll try to get outside. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Leaves it with the running back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And how about the true freshman, trusting him down near the goal line, down near the red area to give him the football. And listen, you know he wants to punch one in. Been talked about a lot, a high recruit. Everybody's singing his praises. He wants to get in that end zone and hear his name called one time.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Coming after it. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Dawes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And